Spring is almost here, and if you're one of the millions of people who suffer from seasonal allergies, you know it also means sneezing, a runny nose, and other symptoms. Yeah. But Dr. Julie Nguyen of Relieve Allergy in Scottsdale is here today to give us her top tips and tricks for keeping our spring allergies at bay. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, I know a lot of people are glued to the TV now because we are all dealing with allergies and it is such a pain. So what causes spring allergies?
Well, pollen, which is increased by this crazy weather we've been having lately, but grass, trees, weeds, ragweed, all typically bloom this time of year and release their pollen, and that is very irritating to our airways.
Yeah, and it's so hard because we love to see all of the blooming flowers and all the green grass, but then the allergies come in and we're like, no. So what are some of the main symptoms of allergies?
Sure. Postnasal drip, runny nose, itchy red, runny eyes. For those people with sinus issues, sinusitis, that can be very severe. For those people with seasonal asthma, shortness of breath, wheezing, chest tightness. And for those people with allergic rashes like eczema and hives, those symptoms tend to get worse.
Okay, so how do you know the difference between a cold or a migraine and then allergies?
Right. Well, allergies tend to last during allergy season, and they're going to repeat during the same month, for example, during a different year. That's a big clue. Allergy testing is really the only way to differentiate, but some of the symptoms like fever, night sweats, chills are going to happen with something like a severe infection rather than allergies.
Okay. So that's a good tip to be aware of, right? Because I know sometimes people are like, I don't know if it's a cold or if it's allergies, I'm just going to take these meds anyway. But really, they should try to figure out what it is first before treating it.
Right. And if it's a cold that lasts forever, it's probably allergies.
Yeah, that's true. They're like, I can't get rid of this cold, and that's why, right? So what are the best tips that you have for managing seasonal allergies?
Well, avoidance is number one, and that's my first step in care is close the doors and windows, let the air conditioning and heat do the work for you, change your filters when you come in from the outdoors, take off your shoes, wipe down your pets because they bring things in too, and air purification systems are very helpful, and then rinse your vital organs that cause the problem. So sterile buffered saline eye rinse or nasal washes, take a shower to get rid of it in your hair before you go to bed so you're not rolling around in a pollen field. Yeah.
Okay, so for the nasal washes, I have a question for you because I've heard multiple times, like, are you supposed to use a certain type of water for those, like the neti pot?
I would use distilled water because it's just safer. You can actually catch an infection, and be very gentle. The idea is not to rinse, anything other than your sinus passages, and people do get water caught up in their sinus areas, so I would be as gentle as possible.
Okay, good to know, because I know there are sometimes people don't use distilled water, but we really should, so make sure that's happening.
Right.
Okay, so when should someone seek professional help for their allergies?
If it gets beyond the occasional over-the-counter medicine, antihistamines can be drying, they can cause reflux, they can increase the rate of dementia and mood changes, memory issues, as we all know. If we take Benadryl and we can't remember anything, contribute to a lot of symptoms. So, that's not a good thing to be doing day in and day out. So if it's more than just occasional, if you don't want to do it because you have side effects or maybe some other reason, some people cannot take certain medications because of medical issues. And then if it's just getting beyond the medication level that you're comfortable with.
Okay, so if someone is looking for that professional help with you, can you tell us where you're located?
Yes, I'd be happy to help. I'm at North Scottsdale, Thompson Peak and Deer Valley Road, and very happy to help up by Honor Health Hospital. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing all of that valuable information because a lot of people are sneezing and wiping their noses right now. So thank you again. And if you want to learn more, you can go ahead and visit relieveallergyaz.com or by calling the number there on your screen.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you.